Good to see you.
Seen in the past few years is that even some of the airlines, if there is a genuine technical problem here on one side, but there are also airlines who would rather park an aircraft at Delhi airport, because Delhi airport being the cheapest in parking charges, than park somewhere else. So from operational parameter, there is a normal change, but what we propose is that beyond the required operational requirement, that is maximum you need is about 5 to 6 hours of parking at a go, even if you are doing a night parking. Beyond that, there should be higher parking charges that should be actually put on the airlines. So that will ensure that the stand utilization for operational purposes are better. We have made a special provision here because we know that there are certain aircrafts which have been parked here for last 2 years because of the problem of engines. So for them, we are suggesting that whatever is parked till 31st of January 2025, they will be in first slab only. There is no multiplier slab which is going to be applicable. In terms of passenger UDF, we have actually tried to put various parameters based on which we are planning to introduce the passenger UDF. So we are dividing it into embarking as well as disembarking. This is very important from the point of view that in a dual airport system, a passenger can choose to come at one airport and go from another airport. And there also in terms of off-peak and peak, because typically if you look at that, people who are more price conscious are people who are traveling with the family on a holiday, so they typically would travel in an off-peak, so we want more of them to utilize.
Now Mr. Group Captain R.K. Bali from BAOA.
Good afternoon, sir. A pleasure to be here, and thank you for inviting us. And very nice presentation by Dal, sir. One or two points here, sir. Firstly, on the tariff, they have asked the UDF they have asked for in 2 installments. I remember when 2006 the airport was handed over and 2009 AERA was formed. In the first control period, the UDF was higher and then it went down. So it is based on situation, and we have to keep our airports afloat and give them the required currency they need. And it's not in terms of real terms, you don't feel it's a big amount. It's spread over all the passengers. So I feel that's quite fair. The other part is regarding the increase in the 4-hourly increase in the parking charges. That's a judicious decision. Only thing is, you will also recommend to them that they should look at online allotment of parking slot, so that more efficiency is built into the system. So if the system is fair and transparent, the efficiency will come and the charges will go down. And one last point we want to make regarding the legal thing. Many people have talked about legal. Our own experience is, sir, it's dichotomy of the situation that we are fighting a case Supreme Court against MILE, in which AERA is on MILE side, and here is MILE and other fighting with AERA. I think, as our Prime Minister has been mentioning, it's not the time to fight with each other, but to understand each other. It's more to be done with arbitration, and we should not be wasting our time in legal matters. That's the final solution. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, Mr. G.S. Baba from A Travel Association.
Good afternoon, sir. Compliments to AERA for making available this platform to passengers and all the stakeholders, of course. But then we feel how we have traveled over a period of time that passengers are heard in an open platform, and the patience of AERA that the batteries are going down in the mic, but still they are continuing listening the stakeholders' points. We remember the Delhi airport when it was built. At that time we did the survey, and at that time that airport was as good as any other airport of the world, 87%. And today again we are proud of Delhi airport, because Delhi, we love Delhi airport. We are proud that the airport operator has given us the airport that we can feel proud. And we passengers also are aware that airports are money guzzler. They need money like no other industry needs, and the money goes down the drain as the technology changes. But then, sir, the passengers are the final brunt bearers in this. Airline said yes, they are the front bearer of the money spending, but then ultimately it is the passenger who pay this all. So then we always say that triangle is airport, airline and passenger, and the regulator is in the center who keeps a balance between the three. So that's what we always feel that. Now this tariff proposal is differential or telescopic, whatever the terminology we give, we feel that if we reach at a stage when we are differentiating between first class or economy class or rich and poor, then we should also link it with the parameters of service. If we are paying, if another person is paying because he is a first class and another economy class, but we should also be able to link the tariff with the benchmark of services. We have seen in the past that the crowding takes place at the airport, and then everyone from ministry to everybody has to take a cognizance of that, and we gear after. So in that situation where the tariffs fall, if I am surviving, I continue to pay, and that is a deterioration in the benchmark. I have been requesting in every presentation that the presentation to be made by the airport operator should have couple of slides what they are doing for passengers when we are paying more and more. Now because we are listening to passengers indefinitely, and very small things passengers tell, sir, वहाँ पर attitudinal changes they are needed. I am reminded of one of our chairman. He says, why it doesn't cost, and who needs to sensitize people that you give the service with a smile. Payment is another thing. And another day a passenger wrote to us, sir, the way the immigration counter throws the passport on the desk whether they are giving them a visa or not, but they give a big tab, and which is internationally not a good gesture. So like that, I think we need to sensitize the service provider at the airport, which is because of that maybe the airport operator is getting some kind of a bad name or bad image. We know that whatever the tariffs are, you fix it because you are doing great diligence. Tariffs will be fair, but some kind of sensitization to the service provider is needed, and that should be documented. I know that OMDA states that there are parameters for which the airport operator will give the services, but then where are those, who is monitoring those parameters, what those parameters are in the public domain, and how those parameters are linked with the tariff the passenger pays. See, these points today President is not here. Some more points if are there, we will send in the writing also, sir. So with that mandate, thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.